Hey everybody, what's going on? Chris here for JR Cigars, and it's that time of the month again where we have the JR Cigar of the Month pack for the month of November. Holidays are right around the corner. I would say this is a great gift for people in your life that love cigars, or if there's someone in your life that's starting to get into cigars, this is a great deal and a great pack that we have for you today. So let's dive in. All right, the first cigar we have up in November Cigar of the Month pack is the Cavalier Tres Delincuentes. I'm going to butcher that, I apologize. But this is a new cigar from Cavalier Cigars. If you look at the band up close, it's a lot of different colors and styles. He drew his inspiration for this cigar while he was smoking, I think, a few test blends, listening to 90s hip hop music. And that's where he drew the inspiration for the band, at least. And you can kind of tell, hip hop 90s, you think Los Angeles, you think New York City, very colorful at the time, the graffiti style. This is a 6 1/4 by 60. So it's a pretty big cigar. It'll take you about 90 minutes to smoke. This is one you want to bring to a cigar lounge if you have like a few hours to kill. It's delicious. It comes from Honduras. It has delicious notes of, I'd say, cream with the with the filler from Dominican Republic. You're going to get a little bit of coffee notes, coca notes, and a little bit of hay on the back end. I know it's always a weird flavor note to detect, but kind of like that earthy grassiness. So it hails from Honduras, and it uses a wrapper from the country of origin while utilizing an Ecuadorian Habano binder. So there's a lot of culmination of tobaccos in this cigar, and I think it's just a treat for your palate, and I think it's worth trying if you haven't really dove into Cavalier cigars yet. This is one to try first. All right, next up, if you saw our podcast last week with Diego Castellanos, you'll know what cigar I'm talking about. It's the Juan Lopez. He actually created the box and the packaging for this cigar. This is a new private label coming from us at JR. We're trying to bring back that Cuban-esque flavor and style from the original Juan Lopez. This is such a treat. I've had a chance to smoke it a few times. You may see it on some other lists coming up. Hint, hint, maybe. I don't know. But it has that beautiful pigtail on the top of it. It's a great size. It's a 5.5 by 52. It hails from the Dominican Republic with an Ecuadorian Corojo wrapper, an Ecuadorian Habano binder, and Pilo, Cubano, and Corojo filler tobacco. For anyone who's smoked Cuban cigars, there's always that natural sweetness to it. I think this kind of embodies that too. Although it's not Cuban, it's Cuban influenced. So you're going to get a lot of, like, when I say sweet spice, like cinnamon, chocolate, earth, and probably a touch of black pepper. This is one of our proudest projects we've done in the past year or two. We really hope you guys have had a chance to try it, and if not, please check it out now, and it's a great treat for a gift this holiday season. The next cigar in our November Cigar of the Month pack is Partagas y Nada Más. Now, y Nada Más translates to and nothing else. That's Partagas' stance on basically saying, we got nothing else left to prove. We've put out banger after banger. That's one of the oldest cigar companies and brands out there. And this was kind of their stance on like, hey, there's nothing else to prove, right? Hailing from the Dominican Republic, this 5x50 cigar features a Habano 2000 wrapper, a Sumatra binder, and filler tobaccos from Ecuador and the Dominican Republic, while also featuring broadleaf in the filler as well. Now, when you're smoking this cigar, you're going to get notes of earthiness, chocolate, like white pepper, and mixed with black pepper as well. I would say this is more on the medium to full-bodied side, so if you're not used to really smoking something with a little oomph, then this might catch you off guard. But, perfect size. The band on this cigar is absolutely beautiful. And, I'd say if you're looking to try some Partagas, go with this bad boy right here. All right, next up, we have the Nica Rustica Connecticut Shade. Now, if you were one of the lucky ones that partook in the Drew Estate Freestyle Live, this was the cigar that ultimately was in that pack back in August. A delicious 6x50 Connecticut Shade cigar. I'm kind of really enjoying the Connecticut Shade cigars that Drew Estate have been producing as of late. You know, you have the Undercrown Shade, you have the Florida Sun-Grown 20-acre farm. When I smoked this for the Freestyle Live, I had the good fortune of trying it. I thought it was going to be a sequel to the Florida Sun-Grown 20-acre farm. It had the flavor notes, it had the style of it, but I was wrong, and it was the Nica Rustica Connecticut Shade. Now, what you're going to get from this mellow to medium-bodied cigar, as I mentioned, a Connecticut Shade for the wrapper, San Andreas binder, and filler tobacco from the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, and the United States. While you're smoking this, and it'll probably take you about 70 to 80 minutes, depending on how relaxed and how long you smoke your cigar, you're going to take notes of cinnamon, chocolate, earth, and a little bit of floral. I know earth and floral are similar, but you're going to taste maybe hay when I say earth. It's just, you could tell that it's just very, that I feel like with shade wrappers, Connecticut shade wrappers, you get a lot of notes of earth, and it's very refreshing and light on your palate. So this isn't going to really crush your palate if you decide to smoke this first and then another cigar, or smoke this as a nightcap after smoking all day. This is a really good cigar. I know a lot of people didn't get a chance to partake in the Freestyle Live because those packs are very limited. So now you get a chance to see what was experienced back in August with the Nica Rustica Connecticut Shade. All right, last but not least, we have the H. Upmann 1844 Classic. This was produced in 2021, hailing from Honduras with a Connecticut Shade wrapper, similar to Nica Rustica. This is one of my favorite Connecticut Shade wrapped cigars. It's extremely light. If you've heard me in all these videos the past few months, I've been really gravitating more towards Connecticut wrappers, whether it's broadleaf, Connecticut Shade. This is just a very smooth cigar you could possibly enjoy after, you know, crushing a plate or two on Thanksgiving and after your nap. You always got to have a nap after you crush food on Thanksgiving. All right, when you're smoking the 6x54 H. Upmann 1844 Classic, you're going to be getting some notes of nutmeg, black pepper, cream, chocolate, and a touch of toast. That's right, I said it, toast. Don't know how, but they were able to accomplish that in this one. Like I said, it's one of my favorite cigars from H. Upmann. It's one of my favorite Connecticut Shade wrapped cigars. And I think this would be a perfect treat for you to enjoy to kind of kick off the holiday season. All right, folks, that is the lineup for the Cigar of the Month Club for November. We have a lot of different types of cigars in here, some similar, some very different, all come in very different sizes. The Cigar of the Month is still available to sign up for on our website, so please go on JR Cigars and check it out. And until next time, we'll be back next month with December's Cigar of the Month pack, and it might be, you know, a very festive, joyous holiday version, or not. It really depends on what Nick makes.